Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Luna here. I have such an exciting video for you this week because we are going to be making a can burlesque number. And me doing me, I can't do anything like quote unquote normal. So instead of this being like a high-heeled little can number, I thought why not do a cute little acrobatic can barefoot, but still attempt making some sort of can like skirt. Although maybe it's not like a to the floor skirt. Maybe I make some sort of like this length. I don't really know, but here's all the progress I do have. I have the song, which is actually gonna be a little medley of like traditional can music into this version of Cole Porter's song, The Can, which I really love. And I've had this little yellow and hot pink set for a while, and I originally bought it because I loved this color combo. I love this little see-through bodysuit situation, but I've just not known what it was for, and then it hit me like, how fun would a hot pink, yellow, and orange can costume be? I think it's gonna be adorable. So this is what we're going with. Obviously, I did start it a little bit last night. I like how this is coming so far. Timeline-wise, it's like May 20th or somewhere around there. And this show is June 20th, so I'm actually giving myself like enough time on this. Let's go order some fabric for this can skirt.
I have this shirt. It's too small. I can't zip it up on me. So I've just been holding on to it to see like if I could repurpose it for something. And I feel like it matches those vibes. So I'm about to cut this up. Also, I think I decided to make it part tap. I don't know, don't quote me on that. We'll see how it goes over the next couple of weeks, but how funny would it be if I started out doing an acrobatic can and then I put on my tap shoes? That is the idea we are currently exploring. This elastic here, and I want to make like a little armband right here. I think it'll be super cute to do double colored ostrich feathers. Do pink on top, this, and the ostrich feathers, they have glue inside of them, so if you try to sew this with the sewing machine, which I have done before, it's a nightmare because your needle will keep getting stuck. So the best way to do it is to glue them on. We're going to use E6000. I'm going to use the Fabric Fuse stretchy one so that it still stretches. Now I'm going to spend time working on a piece of the costume that I had already deemed finished, but it's fine because, I mean, look at that. Obviously that needs to be on the rest of the costume.
Hey guys, welcome back to this project. Here's the most exciting update. The fabric just came in the mail, and guess what? It's a match. I was biting my nails over whether or not it's gonna be the right shade of yellow and the right shade of pink, but it is the right shade of both, so I'm super happy about that. Part of my process for creating a costume is spending hours fabric shopping online. At least I can do it online, like that's very convenient, but like you run the risk of it being the wrong shade. Other updates was I ordered ostrich feathers in both yellow and fuchsia, and they are the perfect colors. Love them so much. And I have like a long feather somewhere. Here we go, long feather for my hair. So we definitely have all the right fuchsia colors coming in hot now. But now that the fabric has come in the mail, I can start working on the skirt. I'm also considering having two different skirts rather than this all being one big skirt. I could theoretically wear this skirt for the acro section and then take it off, because then I'm gonna put on my can skirt for the tap section, and like obviously I have to put on my tap shoes. So there's like a moment here where I'm like getting dressed. So maybe this is my acro skirt and I'll change into the can skirt. Not sure, but either way, I'm gonna take a section of this, cover it in the polka dot fabric, and start there. Better yet, can you imagine a little X of the thin plastic? I think this is better, like a crisscross, because we have so many like little diamonds and triangle kind of shapes. I think that will be nice. The update is I've covered the elastic in the fabric and I've safely pinned it on here. So now I'm going to sew Velcro on right here so that it's detachable from one side of the garment.
This is my main inspiration photo. I've just been looking at this one for the last couple of weeks. This is just like my touchstone, I would say. Now notice there's different fabrics here, and I did order this secondary fabric. I'll show it to you because I have it, but I don't like it. It's like pink velvet, but it's too hot pink and it's not fuchsia enough. So I don't have a second toned fabric right now, and I haven't yet decided if that's an issue. How I'm going to determine if I need another fabric is I'm going to start draping this on Francesca, and then that will give me an idea visually if I feel like it needs a solid color fabric in this shade. We're going to experiment now. I just got this fabric and I love it so much, but additionally, it does not have a blank underside. It has this pattern here on this side, which is great because the underside of the can-can skirt is going to show. So that's perfect. That means I can create a lot of volume using, I think this is about 2 yards. The can-can skirt is going fantastic. So now I have 2-piece elastic, and I went ahead and covered them in this swimsuit fabric. And now I'm just adding it here because the idea is that I want this to really stay in place while I'm doing acro. After that, I'm going to take these flowers and put one here and one here, and I need to attach this little purple bow because it had different color, what are these called? Different color pistils, and I took those off. Sometimes I like to draw it out. Often, usually I draw it out first and then make it, but I did this in reverse order because I was just making up as I go, and then I kind of needed to like take stock and see where I was, and then this let me know that I need to make this garter. And then, I don't know, the neck needs like just a little more statement. Like I either need to put ostrich feathers around the neck or make a sort of thick elastic band with this polka dot material around the neck because the neck is like just not good enough at the moment. So those are the couple things that are left to do, but also I'm gonna add like, I think some yellow rhinestones up here.
Hi you guys, welcome back to this project. It's been a little while since I checked in on Francesca because in the middle of building this costume, I had the urge to completely tear the entire studio apart, redesign the entire thing from head to toe. That took many, many days. Why I felt like that took priority over this can-can that's happening live on stage in a couple days, I don't know. My brain works in very mysterious ways, but I can tell you the space is organized, so I think that will help me create something really magical. But I'll tell you something I did realize in the cleaning of this is I made a master list of every solo I've ever done, and can you believe it? This is number 50. So I feel like that's why I felt the need to make that list. I didn't know why I was making the list at the time, but then when the can-can ended up being number 50, it made so much sense. Like basically today is Tuesday, the show's on Friday, I'm also performing this on Saturday, and there's a 50-50 chance I'll perform it on Sunday, we'll see. But here's what needs to happen. The costume needs to be finished today because I need tomorrow and Thursday to work on the dance. Because the dance, as we've talked about, is both a mixture of acro and tap. And I don't really want to be choreographing acro and tap on the same day, so we're gonna split it up. I'm gonna do the tap tomorrow and then the acro on Thursday. But all this to say, like, I feel like I have about 75% choreographed in my head, which is usually how I like to do it. Saves me a lot of rehearsal. So I would say we're in fine shape. We're not ahead of schedule. We're not behind schedule. We are simply on schedule. These are the things that need to happen to finish the costume. Number one, I need to finish adding these flowers, and you can see I still need to take off the black beads and add the purple bows. And then I want to add these feathers just like kind of peeking out right there, and then a little bit on the neck, and I think that'll be really cute. The other main initiative of this is to give it a fun crotch. What do I mean by that? Well, right now it's like a really less than eye-catching crotch of a costume, and I start this dance off bear running backwards onto the stage. Do you guys know what a bear run is? I'm not gonna do it for you now, but it's like where you're on your hands and your feet and you're running backwards. All is to say, this part of the costume is gonna be front and center from the moment the dance starts. So my idea was to make a crotch piece out of this polka dot fabric. Because hilarious. Can you imagine if the first thing you're seeing is a polka dot crotch come at you? Oh, garters. That is the other thing. Is I do need to make probably just one. I would say one garter is fine. Also out of this polka dot material. And since we're talking about it, I had played around with the idea of making like this into more polka dot, but that just seems like a lot of effort. But you know what would be cute that I'm just now realizing in this moment is to make a choker. So that's what we'll do. We'll make a choker out of the fabric. We'll make a garter out of the fabric. We'll make this fun crotch out of the fabric. And then I think we gotta call it a day and start working on the tap dancing tomorrow. That seems important. Who wore it better? Francesca or me? What I'm gonna try to do is make this edging down here. We're not working with a lot of fabric, so say it with me. It's time to make the magic happen. You guys, it's so close to being done. Here are the couple last task items to finish. Add a little bit of rhinestone to this X. I need to cover up like the seam. I put this on and was like, I need an armband. I know I already have these armbands, but I need an additional armband, and look, I had this little bit of elastic left. Since I have one garter, I thought, why not just do one armband like this? And I need to make pasties because I had completely forgotten about that, except for the fact that at one point I didn't forget and I ordered these tiny little, these things, I don't know, they've had some funky beads on them, but I think they'll make cute pasties. The only thing is I really don't want it to snag this sort of mesh bodysuit, so I have to think through that a little bit. I literally think that's all that's left. Oh my goodness, I love how this has turned out. Honestly, this might be my favorite costume I've ever made. Can you believe that? And you guys got to come along, and it's the 50th act. All these really exciting things. Ta-da! You guys, we made it to the end of this video. Not only have I finished making the dance, the costume, I've already performed this 2 nights in a row. It's gone fantastic. I'm actually going to do that for the 3rd night in a row. Let's do a final tally of how many different costume bits I built for this costume, okay? Starting from the head down. We have these feathers, so that's number 1. Going down, we have these fun earrings, but I didn't make them, so we won't include that. Number 2 is this choker, which I did make. Number 3 is this bodysuit, which the base of it I did not make, but I added a lot to it, so we're definitely counting that. We have the 2 armbands. We'll say 4, 5. This other armband is 6. This skirt is 7. This skirt is 8. This garter is 9. My custom tights are 10. My Laducas I didn't make for this, but I did alter them. So I lost count. What was that, like 11? Oh, the fan is 12. Well, I didn't really make that. I don't know what we're counting anymore. The things I made are the parts of this costume, but it's like somewhere between 10 and 12 costume bits. Oh, I didn't even count this. Okay, I've completely lost track. So needless to say, this has been one of my most laborious costumes I've ever made, but it's also one of my best. So what does that tell you? Take the time. So I think this will be Francesca's new look. And if you want to support my burlesque journey, please, please, please subscribe below if you're not already. If you are, thank you so much. Love you. Don't forget to like this video. It really does help. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram at LunaLynDay. Also follow me on TikTok at LunaLynDay1 because I've got a bunch of new followers over there. So go join my TikTok community because actually they were the ones that got the first sneak peek of the Can Can act before Instagram, believe it or not.
Last thing, I can't remember if I showed these to you already, but these are the little pasties, which, like, funny enough, I went to put these on and was like, oh my god, these are almost too small for my nipple.